What you know about Sonic the Hedgehog? What you know about that blue-haired little freak? I'm not talking about your ex-girlfriend. I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, baby. What do you know about the Chaos Emeralds? I remember when I was young and I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog. It was the funnest experience ever. Because don't get me wrong, Mario was there. Mario. I always say that word wrong. Mario's cool. You know, he's got the mushrooms. He's got Princess Peach. I mean, you know, but... personally, it's like, who cares about Princess Peach? I want that Amy. I need that Amy energy. Beat me with that hammer. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know what it was about it. It was just like overflowing my 9-year-old brain with dopamine. Like, I remember just loading up my GameCube, and I didn't even care about like doing it to completion. Like, Mario was one of those games where I was like, yeah, I do the 100% completion, I do this level and do that level and this secret. Sonic was just one of those games where I could just turn on my console and just run and just not think. Like, it was just completely zone out, just think and run, and like my brain was just loved the colors, the music, how fast you were going. Because like Mario, you know, he can go kind of fast when he has that star power, but Sonic, like I remember when I first loaded up Green Hill Zone, like I was like, damn, like I'm really going fast in this game. It's just something that my young brain was able to just process so easily. Just rings and go fast. That's it. And horrifying underwater levels. I don't even want to hear that music because it's going to give me PTSD. But honestly, I don't know what it is about Sonic, but it just really has been resonating not only with the youth, but with internet culture in general for such a long time now. It just hasn't died. Even before the Sonic movies came into fruition, you had like this, you know, bizarre energy and humor in Sonic Boom that became memes. You also had the iconic fan dub series by Penny Parker. Even if you don't know who that is, I guarantee you have seen Sonic fan dub memes floating around the internet somewhere. It's honestly some of the... If you haven't watched at least one of those videos all the way through, you are missing out on life. You have to do it at least once. It's so funny. And even if you don't know what I'm talking about, like I guarantee you there are some clips that you've seen floating around and you're like, oh, those are the fan dubs. But there is a very specific cult following that I feel like Sonic has. I've seen recently they're saying that there's a link to autism within like people who like Sonic. I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist or whatever, so I don't really know if that's true or not, but I do know that it does have a how do I say this nicely? A select audience. If we're just thinking about speed demons, like there's the Flash, a couple other fast guys, but then there's Sonic. Like Sonic has got to be the most iconic speed demon there is. Gotta go fast. It's the Sonic, man. It's the Flash. I feel like more people would recognize Sonic the Hedgehog than, you know, the Flash or some other speed guy in a movie that nobody cares about. So let's talk about the Sonic movies. It had such shaky beginnings with that character design, but they switched up hard. It was one of the rare moments where the internet actually kind of took a victory and shaped the outcome of traditional media. So that's actually a very rare occurrence of producers being like, what if we actually gave them what they wanted and then we'd make more money? Like, what? I know that it was getting a lot of hate for some reason in the first movie, and like at the same time it's like, guys, it's a kids movie. Why are these adults making video essays hating on a kids movie? I kind of touched on that on my first channel called Film Fusion. I made a video called "The Batman Kinda Sucked," and a lot of people agreed with me. And then I made a couple other videos just kind of like spreading positivity and like defending kids entertainment, and they're like, you're supposed to be the guy that hates on things, why are you being so nice? And I don't care what you have to say about Sonic. You think it's cringy, you think it's stupid, whatever. I used to work in movie theaters. At the end of the Sonic 2 movie, when Shadow came out, like during the credits sequence, let me tell you, those kids lost their minds. It was like, I never heard a theater full of such energy before. Those kids were going nuts. They seen Shadow and they're like, oh my God, it's Shadow. And then it's like, these kids are like Gen Alpha, I guess. Like, they even played like the OG Sonic games from the 90s. It's like, it impresses me how like into it that they are, considering they didn't really grow up with my definition of peak Sonic. And it also warms my heart because now you have these younger generations being introduced to freaking Jim Carrey, who was another guy that I used to just worship when I was a kid. And I know that, you know, Hollywood is really weird and different now, and Jim Carrey is very selective about the projects that he's a part of. You know, if we're going to talk about how Sonic caters to a select audience, clearly, this itched Jim Carrey's brain in the right direction, and we get to see him as freaking Eggman, which is just so fun. I love his energy. There's already so many new Sonic memes coming out from this third movie. You have freaking Keanu Reeves in it. It's a good time. Previously, I covered the Skibbity Toilet, and it's like, if it works and people love it, then, you know, why not? Just let's give them what they want. And I feel like the Sonic trilogy so far has been a very rare occurrence of movie studios just giving people what they want. And it's so good to see Jim Carrey, you know, because I know that Jim Carrey, he's been through some stuff. I'm not, you know, I don't really know what's going on through his mind. I'm not him, but I know that he's very selective about what he does, and it's so heartwarming to just see him in his freaking element, just like grooving and dancing as Eggman. Do I have anything bad to say? Where's the but? There's supposed to be a point where I'm like, but it's not happening. I don't have anything bad to say. Sonic hopecore, baby. Sonic hopecore. Sonic 4, Sonic 5, Sonic 6. Just keep it coming. They have to bring Amy in there. I want to see Amy. I want to see a baddie. Wait, is she already in there? I'm the Porcupine. Hi. I should have introduced myself. My name is Porcupine, by the way.